Are you suspicious of a trustee who's playing favorites between trust beneficiaries? Do you get the sense that the trustee is benefiting one beneficiary at the expense of another? If so, then stay tuned, because we're going to discuss the trustee's duty to deal impartially with all the trust beneficiaries. In this video, I'll be discussing whether a California trustee can play favorites between the trust beneficiaries. And I'll be discussing the red flags that you should look for to see if your trustee is not acting impartially. If a trust has two or more beneficiaries, then the trustee has a duty to deal impartially with all of the trust beneficiaries. That means when the trustee is investing and managing trust assets, that trustee has to take into account the interests of all the trust beneficiaries. A shorthand way of thinking about this is whether the trustee has showed favoritism to one of the trust beneficiaries. There are any number of ways this can play out while the trustee is administering the trust. The important question for you to consider is whether the trustee has taken your interests into account in administering the trust. A common example of a trustee playing favorites is where a trust calls for outright distributions to all the beneficiaries. And what the trustee does is he or she makes a distribution to one of the beneficiaries, but retains all the other property in trust. And that's unfair because all of the beneficiaries should have gotten a distribution, not just one of them. Another example is where the trust requires administration of the assets over some extended period of time. And the beneficiaries are different ages, have different risk tolerances, and different investment goals. Well, in that situation, what the trustee should be doing is either segregating those assets so that each share gets managed according to the desires of the individual beneficiaries, or the trustee has to come up with some kind of management scheme that's going to meet everybody's goals. If the trustee fails to do that, the trustee is playing favorites. If your trustee is not treating all the trust beneficiaries in an impartial manner, then your trustee has breached their fiduciary duties. If this is your situation, then feel free to contact us. If you're not yet ready, then take a look at our trust litigation playlist, which will give you plenty of information about the entire trust litigation process, including what damages may be available to you. If you found this video helpful, then please hit the subscribe bell, leave us a comment. We'll be glad to respond if you do, and give us a thumbs up.